When I was younger, say JSS3, down here in Nigeria, it's called secondary school, like junior secondary school three. The other parts of the world, I think it's to be called high school, right? And mind you, at this level, we're meant to offer every subject. Like there was no major, we had to do everything. And you're going to be judged based on how you perform. That's what is going to determine what class, if you're going to be in the science class, you're going to be in the commercial class, or you're going to be in the arts. Right? That's how it happened. That's how it was in my school. I don't know how other schools used to evaluate that, right? So we were supposed to, at this level, just a street level, it was exciting for us. Middle school, we are going to senior secondary school, right? We were supposed to do our arts project, yeah, our junior WAEC arts project. So for the whole of West Africa, we do WAEC, like is an exam for the whole of West Africa, and we're supposed to do like a junior WAEC arts project, right? That was my first time doing like a legit art project, like a legit project. Like I was being serious. Like it was new to me. Prior to that moment, it was just me sketching and spoiling the walls in my house. It was time to do the project, and I chose sculpture, and that's why I did sculpture. And that was my first time attempting sculpture. So we were made to do the Awolowo signal. So Awolowo is a Nigerian politician, sorry, ex-Nigerian politician, dead right now, and he's in our history books. You can read about him if you wish to know more. But for the sake of the story and what we're going to talk about, I'm about to talk about, I was meant to do a sculpture. So it was like this figure. The rest of the world can call it the peace sign, right? So it was this figure from here to like here. And so it was the Awolowo figure. It was the peace sign. Let's use the peace sign for generality. So it was the peace sign that was supposed to do the sculpture. And yes, I did the sculpture. And funny enough, I don't want to choose my horn, but at the end of the day, I came out the best. It was so natural to me. It was not stressful. Like it wasn't challenging. And my art teacher too was surprised at how I performed because I wasn't one that was known to frequent art class. And the main reason why I wasn't one known to frequent art class was that my dad was against anything that has to do with art. But that was my first opportunity rather, and I grabbed it. It was like, oh, I have to do this, I have to do this. My dad was against art too. I had no reason. I had no poster colors. Like I literally begged my dad for poster colors, then for my art lessons. But he obviously didn't buy it for me because he knows that I had some kind of passion for it and he doesn't want me to harness. He doesn't want to water that garden. He wanted that garden to die and wither off. I don't blame him. As a Nigerian, you have to look for security. And back to my story, I had this Awolowo figure. I made this sculpture, and all of a sudden, I became a star. That was a very beautiful feeling. I would love to feel like that again someday. Like my name was everywhere, from everywhere. So to the extent that people had to like meet me to do their structure project for them. There was a teacher that wanted me to do for her son. There was this girl, this light skin girl. When we were younger, we used to like light skin girls. I don't know why, but right now I'm more into the darkies. If you're a darkie, please drop an emoji in the comment section. Yeah. Right now I'm more into the darkies, but then light skin standards, light skin girl that wanted me to help me to her project too. There was Taufik that I did his, he broke his. So the whole rave went round school about this guy that was very good at sculpture. And it went on and on. I know we did the project. I was scored. That was my only A. That was my only A, literally. So fast forward to open day. So fast forward to open day. I saw my sculpture at the school's auction. It was selling for I think about 120K then. Yeah, I think that was the base price, right? That was the base price, 120K. It was a terracotta sculpture That was my first experience with terracotta, and I plan to make terracotta art in the future. But that was my first experience with terracotta, and this is my work auctioning for 120K. My school fees as at that time was 90K. The value that was put on it then, I was surprised. It was an eye opener for me. Like, it was the first eye opener for me. I was surprised. I was like, oh, my work selling for 120K. And mind you, the school wasn't going to give us, they're keeping the money. It's how they searched for, they had this charity organization that they used to take care of. It's how they paid the charity funds like that and parents help, right? I was surprised. That was an eye opener for me because prior to that, my dad treated me like chasing art was a waste of time. Treated me like chasing art was not going to make me any good. It made me feel like chasing art was like looking at me as a failure. At some point, he tagged me this child, because I was more into the creative part and I used to like to take my time to do things. So that was an eye opener for me. It changed everything. It really changed everything. So fast forward to years after I have done my dad's bidding, that will be story for another day. Fast forward to years after I've done my dad's bidding, I have gone to school, I've taken a job with security. I'm out and I'm jobless, I'm out in these hard streets, not knowing what to do. I pray to God. I pray to God a lot of times. Like, I trust God. He answers my prayers. Like, he talks to me. He talks to every one of us. So I pray to God and talk. Like, tried a couple of things. The foundation was still in my head that I was no good as an artist. I wasn't going to matter to society as an artist, mind you. So I was around that period after school. Mind you, I studied industrial chemistry at the end of the day. I couldn't get a job, even if this was a career that promised financial security. I can't find anything. I'm hungry. I'm starving, and everything was, yes, this is real crashing down. Everything was really crashing down. Okay, so I was out of some session with God one day, and some voice whispered to me. I like to call it God. I don't know what you like to call it. Some voice whispered to me, do design. That's what you need to do. Start design. And yes, that's how I became a graphic designer. And to date, right now, if you can take a look, I'm rendering a project right now. That's a motion graphics project. When I became a graphic designer, I started from graphic design, I did motion graphics, and that's how I've been feeding myself since, with my creativity, with my talent, right? In essence, what I'm trying to say, and why I'm making this video, is because I want some people who have not had an open mind as to this whole harnessing creativity, making your talents work for you. Parents in general, if you think your parent has to say this, please send this video to them. There is 1,001 ways you can use your talents. And I don't think I've even used it as much as, but I'm making a living from it. Like, this is my currency. I can be broke today, right? But my creativity is my currency as at the time that somebody's going to need my services tomorrow anywhere. I do, as of all the numerous things that I do right now, I major, like really work painting and making films. I still do graphic design and motion graphics design and a bit of video editing. That is my currency. My creativity became my currency at some point. It became, till now, it's still my currency. And there are numerous ways that you can harness your creativity. I'm so happy that we're in the creative economy right now. We're in the era of the creative economy. Mind you, like, when I say that, let me give more insight on what I mean by we're in the era of the creative economy. Graphic designers are in high demand. Brands are in high demand. Brand designers are in high demand because everybody's online and wants to be represented properly. Video editors are in high demand. Artists are in high demand. Like I see graffiti everywhere and I'm like, whoa, yeah, notifications. Interior designers are in high demand because everybody is searching and yearning for an experience. UI/UX designers are in high demand. Fashion designers are in high demand. Afrobeats is global. Come on. Should we continue naming the creative sources that our economy is hanging on? And right now, I think the Nigerian economy is, apart from the oil, is hanging mostly on our creativity as individuals in general. What other currency is bigger than that? So if you're seeing this, you're an artist and you're still asking yourself questions as to, and you're still trying to get out of that box of you don't matter to society, this is your sign. Man, go create art and find yourself and find a way that you'll be relevant to the society. It can be storytelling, it can be filmmaking, it can be graphic design, it can be architectural design, it can be interior design, it can be culinary. It's like the list goes on. Right? If you're seeing this, send this to whoever needs to see this. If you think there's someone that needs to see this, at the end of the day, it's just for you to harness water, develop this talent, and make it your currency, or make it what you're going to give as an exchange for money, as an exchange for currency. And trust me, the sky is just a stepping stone. There's no limit as to where you're going to reach. Without saying too much, since I'm done editing and I would love to, go to other things while I'm rendering, make your talents, make your potential your currency by harnessing it. And I will see you all in the next